the Joker. Seems about right. Feels like another record cold snap on the way. I'd better get a fire going before the pipes freeze up again.
Alright, and we're in. So it is long dark, gameplay-wise. We're just going to have story permeating throughout the entire experience, and we'll start out with learning some basic things, like starting fires, need matches, need wood, need tinder, and need somewhere to actually start it. Get to it, Shepherd. And I usually call our hero here Shepherd. In fact, to the point where I've forgotten his main name. I think it's Mark, maybe?
Come on.
Mark and Astrid, but I just call it Shepherd and Shepherd, because it's the same voice actor as John and Jane Shepherd from Mass Effect.
That did it. Well, here we are, old girl. Your best flights may be behind you, but you're still beautiful to me. And anyways, you're all I've got. I'd sure love to give you one last great adventure.
Now, the instincts to grab everything I see are still going to be going strong here, although I'm quite certain I'm not going to need it.
I don't remember needing my parka this early in the season. It seems to get colder every year. Damn, I was right. Pipes froze up again. Great Bear Island. Dad used to fly there all the time. He said it used to be beautiful. Not much reason to go there these days, since the quakes and all. Getting pretty late in the day. Guess I could take a nap.
Marva's asking, will the story mode explain the greatest of the long dark mysteries? Why is there never anything of value in the locked trunks? Oh, possibly. I wonder to what extent it is going to explain what's happening. I don't actually know how the story mode ends. So there's a bit of a curiosity on my part here.
Who could that be? Jackrabbit Remote Transport, Mackenzie speaking.
I told her not to come up. I told her you couldn't fly in this weather. For once, will you not be so damn
Whoa,
stubborn and
well,
listen?
slow down, Maureen. What are you talking about?
She just showed up. Said you'd see her. Said you'd fly her north. I know you need the money. The weather service...
It's okay, Maureen. I've got it from here.
Hello, Will.
What are you doing here?
It's been a while, I know.
Yeah. Years. I haven't heard from you since...
I know. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't important.
Well... What brings you... I mean... Are you sick?
No, not me. But I need to get to someone who is.
Right. So you're still a doctor?
Yes, I'm still a doctor.
I thought that after... Why are you here?
I need your help. There's an isolated community in the northern part of Great Bear. Someone there is very sick.
Great Bear? There's nothing there anymore. Not since...
I know. But I have to get there.
Still trying to save the world, huh?
Somebody has to.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mackenzie... Will... I didn't come here to fight about the past. I need a pilot to take me somewhere remote. Someone who won't ask too many questions. Someone I can trust.
Wait, questions? Astrid, are you in trouble?
Are you gonna help me or not?
What's in the case?
See, there's that thing about no questions, remember?
What's in the case, Astrid?
No questions.
Look, the weather out there is bad. Bad. But it's getting worse. You walk in here after years. I could have been dead. You could have been. And then you show up and you want me to just risk my life flying into the middle of the great northern nowhere to deliver you in some mystery metal case to some remote wilderness outpost, all because you walked in here and asked me to?
Yes.
Astrid, you can't bring him back.
This isn't about that.
I know how hard it's been.
No. You don't know, Mackenzie. You don't know anything.
You don't think I feel it too?
Are you gonna take me or not? The longer I wait, the worse it'll get. Damn it. I don't have time for this.
Wait. The worse what we'll get? Why do I have a feeling you're not talking about the weather?
Because I'm not.
Throw your bags in the plane. I'll get started on pre-flight. Better buckle up tight, because it's gonna be a rough ride. Let's see. 2 people plus enough fuel to get us out to Great Bear and back leaves... almost no capacity for cargo. If we're too heavy, we'll burn through our fuel before we get there. I'll have to be careful about what else I take with me.
Not actually sure if what you take ends up with you. Well, let's see what our options are. Unlike playing in survival mode, you've got this extra thing about your missions, which is something I was so very happy were not around in survival mode. But we gotta load up this plane. Do I actually have items on me? I've still got the stuff that I picked up and the things that I'm wearing. Not that I'm too concerned about items, even in the harder setting. It's absolute story mode here.
The mysterious case.
Or maybe games journalist mode.
He doesn't want to talk about what's inside. Which means she's probably not supposed to have it. Astrid's traveling pretty light. Wherever she's going, she must not be planning to stay long.
Seem unable to take my parka for some reason. Right, emergency food, emergency first aid, or distress pistol. If it were survival mode, what would be the most important thing to have on you?
Water, energy bars, purification tablets. Breakfast of champions. Astrid's a doctor, so we're covered there. But probably best to have some extra meds just in case. The distress pistol kit is heavy, but I'd hate to end up in an emergency situation without it.
Damn right. You know, I can cover food and medicine pretty easily out there, but distress pistol can get you out of instant death. I don't suppose there's anything else we can grab while we're here. No, let's get going then. This isn't a David Cage game, so we can't go and sit in the porcelain throne for a little bit. How regrettable. Am I meant to shove the stuff in? Yeah, there we
Grab
go.
my parka and we can go.
I see you're still wearing it.
Huh? Wearing what?
Your ring. Our ring.
Oh. forgot to take it off.
I wear mine too.
Why?
Memories, I guess.
I thought you wanted to forget.
Not all of it.
Look. I should have looked for you.
It's okay. I've kept busy. I've moved on.
You sure? Because this all seems pretty familiar. You still working with that researcher? Dr. What's his name?
No. No, I'm not working at the center anymore.
Well, then where?
I'm working on my own. Freelance, you could say.
Freelance doctor? That sounds legit.
I don't question your life choices, Mackenzie. Plenty of things you could be doing besides hanging out in your dad's old plane and drinking in the daytime.
Hey, we had a lot of good times in this plane. And it's under control.
I know, okay? I'm not here to fight, really.
I think about him all the time, you know?
I know you do.
But I did. The choice I made. I did it for us.
You don't have to. Let's just not...
No. It's important that you hear this. There's things I need to
Mackenzie,
say.
not now. There's...
Just let me tell you.
Will, shut up for a second. Something's wrong.
That is not good.
What's going on?
Power's gone. Whole electrical system looks fried.
Shit! What's happening?
No power means we're going down. Hold tight.
Will?
Astrid. Astrid! I must have gone right through the windshield. Trees broke my fall. Oh, mostly.
Can't imagine that pain. I don't think I've ever been impaled. Right, instinct takes over. I see things, I grab things.
Need some first aid.
Right, you say that. Do we actually have a way to check ourselves? Here we go. We're losing blood, we strained our ankle, our wrist, we're in pain. Well, I know what to do here. Take the bandage, stop the blood loss.
Can't feel my hands.
And despite being surrounded by fire, feeling quite cold. So this is my very first experience with the Long Dark. Picked it up, played through a little bit of the story mode, found it intolerable, and then played some of the survival mode, but I think it was just one or two maps then.
That.
Well, you could, but you could also grab all the wood. Come on, Shepard. Maybe don't break that down.
Damn.
Wasn't your first play of the weekly one-shot about surviving the Yeti chasing the what? Oh, right. No, that wasn't my very first experience with the Long Dark. It was my first good experience with the Long Dark, though. The Yeti. That was a Dark Walker. Well, that was a rough run. Got it done, though. And like I said, it was a lot of fun. Right, I see stuff, I take stuff, but I'm also taking damage, so let's do what the game says, and curl up. Well, you know, after I grab damn near everything. Can I set fire to myself? Yes, yes I can. time for a nap. Time for me to not remember how to actually start a fire. There's a hotkey for starting a fire. What is it?
That hurts.
I don't remember.
Come on. I don't feel so good. I need to rest up. Astrid hasn't come looking for me. Which means she can't come looking for me. Because she's hurt. Or worse. I'd better get back up to the crash site.
I'd rather not be freezing to death, but sure, let's move. Shouldn't have let curiosity get the better of me, though. Those burns are some severe max health damage. But I had to know. We're going to see some items that we never see in our survival mode, because on Interloper, it removes a lot of possible items from the item pool. One such was that drink there. I think it is functionally the same as the energy drinks that you normally find. But I haven't really played this game on easy mode, I think, at all, outside of testing things out, so not sure on all the items.
All I can think about is food.
I think I will be starting a fire pretty quickly, though, because, well, the burns that I took, we're going to want to deal with that. I got bandages, we got the rose hips that will act as a painkiller.
I think I'm gonna make it.
But more to the point, I am freezing my bits off here. I'll climb to the top, start a fire, and see what can be done. Something I do like is the concept of story mode. I don't really want the story, but I like the fact that you're free to do survival gameplay during it. So all I ask is that the story isn't as bad as it is.
Finally made it.
Here we go, we'll start up a fire here where we can check our stuff.
Not sure which of us looks worse. Poor girl. This isn't how things were supposed to end.
5 minutes ago we just said, one last adventure. That's the hotkey 4 for starting a fire nice and quick. Fire starting chance isn't great, but let's do it anyway. I should have taken out a torch. I'm not playing with our super hard mod, so I can take torches out of fires all I want.
Come on.
Ah, this appears to have the setting where fire overcomes ambient temperature. That's something that's very disabled normally. But yeah, the air temperature is always fine for you if you have a fire nearby with that setting on. Anyway, we'll take the opportunity to warm up. I'm gonna need some water where this is going. Yoink. Keep this going for a wee bit of time. And I will prepare myself some goods, like some rose hips. And some bandages. Better cook the soda so it lasts longer, if only. Right, let's cook ourselves up some rose hips. We warmed up a little bit, which is grand. I'm gonna want that parka.
For you.
Oh, we automatically put it on for some reason. Keep me nice and warm. And hopefully my distress pistol is out there. I'm gonna want something to deal with the just-in-case moments. If I can even find a way into the little storage hatch. Or did it drop out and I didn't notice?
Astrid's pack.
Ah.
Locked. Whatever's in this case, Astrid was ready to die for it. I hope she hasn't already died for it.
What's in the box? I don't know. Millions of combinations that lock couldn't possibly try. Well, we'd take your mittens. He seems to be automatically putting on all the clothes we find, which seems a little unsporting.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
There we go. If you drink something, the burns will go away. Otherwise, now I think we are back to being A-okay. I don't see that distress pistol case that I took out, though. Ah, I see the distress pistol case. 1, 2, 3, 4 shells. A flare.
Just what I need.
And my pistol. How do you put the gun away? H for holster, I think. Yeah, there we go. Like I say, it's been at least a couple of years since I had a serious run of the Long Dark. So it might take a little bit for things to come back to me. Then again, maybe some things never leave. Have you tinkered around the survival in the DLC regions at all? I've done the far territories. I think I did 1 or 2 of them for single region Survivor. Alright, let's make sure we have some water, take our precious can back, and provided there's nothing else here, get moving. Checked out Zone of Contamination as well, although I don't recall single region surviving that. Overall, I wasn't enamored with the new regions. They're really far away.
And in a hurry.
So they're a bit of a pain to go to, and they're a bit too gimmicky. Yeah, I like the solitary survival situation in this game, but going to, say, Zone of Contamination, just having these contaminated blotches of land or the contaminated wolves just seems a bit too gimmicky for my liking. Or the weird fog stuff that appears. Yeah, have some confidence in your game here. Don't need to add these gimmicks to keep me engaged. You know, I love Bleak Inlet, and Bleak Inlet doesn't have any gimmicks going for it. It's just a horrible place. But who am I to tell these developers what to do with their game? You know, I completely forgot something rather important, which was to grab some torches out the fire. I've grown so used to not being able to do that. Alright, do I still have it in me to break some bunny skulls? Never didn't. Off you go, you wee scamp.
Someone's been here recently. Could it have been Astrid?
Astrid doesn't eat all the bunnies. I'm more curious about my beloved cattails. They give you the stalk, which is surprisingly filling, and the head, which is excellent tinder for your fires. I say excellent, it's no better than regular tinder, but the thing is the cattail head is ready to go for burning. Other stuff you either have to burn as is or you have to prepare it, and that takes time or is inefficient. Unfortunately, since we're not using the quality of life mod, I have to eat cattail stalks one at a time. Ugh. Grim.
Can't feel my feet.
Oh, you'll be fine, Shepherd. Quit your moaning. Oh, we don't get to see our weight either unless we open up this. No? This? There we go, we're halfway. We'll be fine. Even so, I feel compelled to grab every stick around. And a little bit of old beard lichen so I can make emergency antibiotics. Shouldn't have some charcoal here, roommate. Your finger will definitely be safe if you use it. Oh, those early days. Early days learning the game. Right, can I spook you? Yeah, you get out of here.
Oh, is that a wolf? I better keep my distance.
Game assuming I don't know how to deal with the wildlife. Unthinkable. Should I eat some delicious... well, I have no tools to carve out the meat, do I? No, no knife. Unless the thing that we started with counts as a knife. Yeah, look at that. Makes a good improvised knife. Can I start chopping this thing? Oh, it looks like we can. All right, go on then.
Down for a bit.
I don't think we're going to be short on matches during this run.
Come on, come on.
What's your personal rating on the Cage Cringe, Wellington? Excluding Omicron, how do you enjoy the games, if you had to rate them one after the other? Alright, let's carve this up a bit. I wonder if the animation will be here. Oh, wow, the animation isn't playing. What are you playing at, game? And what was the button to drop your meat? It's not that. It's 3. There we go. And yes, we can take torches.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
I'll take the good-looking torches. When you pull them from a fire, they have a random amount, I think between 20 and 50%. And some of them are low and not really worth carrying around because torches are kind of heavy. This is lost technology, this is. It's been so long since I've been able to pull torches from fires, I've forgotten what it's like. I still think it's better if you don't do this in the game. Having to craft your own torches and not always being able to carry around a torch and having to spend more matches on making fires, it's better than grabbing all these torches cheaply. I don't really think I need to grab guts and hide here. However... my fire's having a hard time. Detroit is the best and should have solely focused on Connor and the Beard Detective. Well, with the correct choices, it can. Narratively, character writing, all terrible, but they're fun kinds of terrible. I did have fun with them, even though they were terrible, and that was the point. Except maybe Beyond Two Souls.
Someplace to escape this cold.
It was difficult to garner any kinds of enjoyment out of that. Okay, we have no map. Never mind then. We're gonna press M.
Looks like some kind of radio tower. I must be closer to civilization than I thought.
It's a very strange feeling about this, going towards a story point rather than being here to think, okay, what can I get to help me survive?
Damn, I'm freezing.
Oh, there's a thought. I don't have my console, so... Oh,
Whoa. Someone's just sitting here, frozen. What the hell?
I don't mind if I do.
Great, a town. Maybe I can find help there.
Yeah, I don't have my developer console, so if we bug out, we're gonna have to restart. But I think the game is somewhat generous with its checkpointing on story mode. Unlike survival mode, it's not permadeath. Is this really that cold? What temperature is it? Ugh, it's only -9. Actually, it's -14, but still,
Smoke
tops
from
off.
that chimney. That means someone's home. Hello? Anyone out there? This whole area looks like it's been abandoned for a while.
I often think about this place and Baron von Owen when he first played through this game. He would go into each building and he would spray paint a cross on the door to mark that he'd already checked it, and I thought that was just so adorable. Good to see spray paint actually get some use as well.
Hello? Anybody here? Hey. Hey, wake up. Holy shit! Wait! Hold your fire!
Get back.
Okay. Just take it easy.
Why are you here?
I saw the smoke from your chimney.
Outsider.
What?
Thought so. Mainlander. Outsider. I don't recognize your voice. And you haven't left like the others. So, must be a mainlander. Someone who doesn't know any better.
My plane, I crashed in the mountains nearby. I'm looking for someone who crashed with me. A friend. She might be injured.
I haven't seen her.
Listen, could you maybe point that gun someplace else?
You think because my eyes are covered, I can't see you? Make the wrong move, say the wrong thing. You'll see how good a shot I am.
I don't doubt it.
The others are all gone. If you're here, things must be worse than they thought.
Name's Mackenzie, by the way. And you are?
I had a name once. But for years, the townsfolk have called me Grey Mother. A name takes on its own life. Such that at one point, the name becomes the thing it belongs to. Then the old names fade. Can only be remembered by the young and the true.
So, I should call you...
You should call me Grey Mother also.
On the plus side, this will unveil some details that were maybe a bit lost on us during survival mode, like why we call this Grey Mother's home. This is the old bat who's not normally there in survival mode, thank God.
sitting here with a rifle in your hands. You expecting trouble?
Trouble. Trouble found me.
You mean the storm?
The bad men. The bad men came. Took my things. Tried to take my house. They thought they were safe because Grey Mother can't see. They were wrong.
Where are we?
Milton, a forgotten town deep in the mountains. You're far from home.
But where are we on Great Bear? My plane came down in a storm, and my compass was acting funny.
I've lived here all my life. Not much use for the outside world. Milton's the last of the old mountain towns. Now, it's almost impossible to get to. Or get out of. Only people left here are either too poor or too proud to leave.
Which are you?
I have what I need. At least I did, before the bad men came. Now I'm not sure I have enough to get through the winter.
I need to find my friend, but I'll do what I can to help.
My mind is fuzzy. Some things come through so sharp, others like a dream. Let me think. Let me rest. Maybe I can pull some memories out of the fog. Maybe I can find something that could help you find your friend.
Who are the bad men?
The men, they passed through town. The night of the storm. The night of the lights.
I'm looking for my friend. She crashed with me when my plane came down in the mountains. Do you think she could have come through and been caught by these bad men?
I can't say for sure. Is your friend a survivor?
Yes. She is.
Then there is always hope.
The bad men. Did they try to hurt you?
Everyone thinks being old means you're weak, but they underestimated Grey Mother.
It seems they did. I crashed without much food or gear myself. And if these bad men cleaned you out, we're gonna need to find some food and fuel. And neither of us is gonna make it through the next few days. You have any idea where we could find some supplies?
The bad men took everything. And the others in town who would have helped me are gone. The ones left will have their own worries. It's up to you, outsider.
I'll do what I can, but I'll need your help. There must be somewhere in town to get food, fuel, the essentials.
What about your friend? Aren't you in a hurry to find her?
Yes, I am. And I'll be looking for signs of her. But there's a lot of ground to cover. And without gear, I won't make it. So while I'm looking for supplies, you see what you can remember about the night of the lights, and if she might have passed through town. That way, maybe we can help each other.
Okay, outsider. Grey Mother can't promise she can unlock the secrets in the dark cupboards of her mind. But she'll try.
Okay. Well, any idea how I can get out of this town? I need to find help.
The old quake closed down most of the roads in and out of town. That was years ago. Blizzard just swept through town after the power went out. As for help, you won't find any out there. You're on your own. We both are.
You keep calling me a mainlander. Why?
It's what you are, isn't it? From the mainland, an outsider. You don't really belong here, do you?
Okay, but you sound bitter about it.
We lost everything in the collapse. People didn't realize how dependent we'd become. Some were fine with it. Others didn't want the scraps from your table. Created deep rifts in families, communities, scars that never healed. The mainland had become our lifeline, and it was suddenly cut. And so, we suffered.
I guess I don't know much about that history.
I'm not surprised. You mainlanders have always been focused on your own story. Only interested in Great Bear when it had something to give you. If you can't cut it down or dig it out of the ground, what use is it to you?
The town seems so quiet. Does anyone still live here?
Not many. After the earthquakes, less. After last night, even fewer.
Where did everyone go?
That I cannot say. All I know is that I heard screams and could smell smoke for most of the night.
You mentioned smelling smoke?
Someone came here. One of the townsfolk. Tried to convince me to leave. They said there were houses burning in the town. They said people were scared and were leaving for the coast. On foot. Foolish plan. But that's what they said to do. After the quakes. If there was ever another emergency, go to the coast and help will come. They wanted me to go with them. But I'm not ready to leave Milton.
They left you here? Alone?
I'm not alone. I have my Lily.
Lily?
Never mind.
The power seems out all over town.
The power's always been spotty here, since the quakes. No money to fix the broken stuff left behind. And nobody from the mainland seemed to care enough to do anything about it.
I'm sure someone will come and fix it.
Nobody's coming to save Milton.
How can you be so sure?
I've learned to hear the difference between something quiet and something abandoned. This goes deeper than just a stillness. It feels like the moments before the world goes to sleep. We're just the last ones left awake to notice it.
What really happened here? Seems like people were here recently. Where did they go? Why didn't they call for help or just drive out?
The power went out. Who knows the reason? People started to get cold, hungry. They panicked, started to talk crazy. Others walked here from the highway. Some belonged here. Others were outsiders, like you.
Did anyone see a woman? Brown hair, would have had a tan jacket, a scarf with birds on it. Possibly injured.
There was an outsider woman. I heard her pass through. She wasn't alone. There were angry voices and... But the storm was too loud.
Voices?
I lost the voices and I couldn't get them back.
Before, you mentioned hearing voices. Do you remember what you heard?
Memories are gray, misty. I'm trying to remember. It was windy. The blizzard was already waking up. But I heard yelling. A scream.
Was it a woman's voice?
I'm not sure. The voices were thin, far. The blizzard was waking up. Soon there was only wind and darkness. I don't know. I don't remember. It's all cloudy now.
I could find supplies to help keep Greymother alive, and so I should. It's the right thing to do. Bring her 8,000, I assume, calories worth of food, and give her 12 something worth of firewood, and go and look for supplies. Alright, that's an idea. Here's another idea to loot her home. Goodness, I can't see here. Here's our fridge for food. But it's pretty dark outside. How do you check the time again? Here we go. Maybe she wouldn't mind me sleeping in her home. Let's not be niggardly with the supplies here. Let's just take a look around. Yeah, see? She wouldn't know about these sardines now, would she? Oh, they're pretty rancid. I think it doesn't matter how rancid the goods we give her are. Yeah, there we go. So I will absolutely give her the bad stuff and eat the good stuff myself. Life is for the living, old lady. Yeah, sewing kit's a pretty amazing thing to have. I wonder if it counts as light next to her fireplace. Then I could do it there rather safely. I'm going to take the old lady's nasty toilet water. Well, that's a bit grim. But we are thirsty. Anything else worth ransacking around here? Lily's trunk key is needed. Don't know who Lily is or where we find her key. But I can sleep here. Okay. In that case, we're going to eat cattail stalks, drink water, and go and sleep till daylight. Oh, no. If Lily Ritter were to appear here, I'd be most displeased. Where'd that bed go? There we go. Oh, hey, Baron. I was just saying how I enjoyed watching you play Long Dark back in the day. Alright. Enough daylight, and it's probably very clever to get my clothes fixed up. Oh yeah, my parka is not looking so great.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Oh, I'm sure you have. 90% seems fine to me. This absolutely needs fixed up. How good are your trousers? Seems as good as jeans. That toque looks really good. Time spent keeping your clothes in good condition is time very well spent. I don't know if you learn skill points, though. You know, what do I know about actions here? Food, fire, clothing, basics. Normally there'd be something here for your skill levels, but I see no such indicator. Oh, here we go. Learn to mend and maintain clothing. Oh, that was a thing I was to do. If you say so, game. Alright, we are hungry. Grey Mother is hungry. We need stuff to keep everybody warm. Let's do our best. Although she's managing to keep the fire going just fine. Her infinite fire logs. You and your hacks. Fortunately, I have nothing to talk to her about. Alright, well, it's daytime. Let's go and scout for supplies. Yeah, you're right. We didn't fail anything, surprisingly enough. This is where we need to leave some wood for her. 1 bit of reclaimed wood counts for a bit of it. What about 10 units of sticks? Ah, see, if I just give you loads of sticks, all is well. Ooh. Where was that? Where was that? You! Step away from that. I'm not sure how much meat is on this ravaged corpse. But I'm going to leave it back home to desiccate it.
I could eat a horse.
Oh yes, look at all that meat! Do I need to cook it for Grey Mother? Let's find out. Also, perhaps better question, can I cook it here? Oh yeah! There you go, Grey Mother. We're eating like kings today. When did they change the graphic for rabbit meat? It's not exactly the best food around, but... you know what? I'll eat that. I want something in my belly for going out on my excursion. Yeah, that was a pretty good bunny, considering that the wolf already had his gnashers right into it. Now, I know the layout of Milton fairly well, so I should know where to stop by for supplies. The game indicates that I should go and check out the petrol station, and I shall.
Excellent.
But there is going to be so much in the way of supplies that we would never normally have. Wool mittens. Unsure how good those actually are. Pretty good. And unlike a normal run of survival mode interloper, I am just going to be dropping some otherwise fairly good items because there's going to be so much stuff to be had. And look at this, 2 sodas already. Things inside cupboards, now that's unheard of.
Must be the key to the bank manager's house.
State of Decay has me wanting to press F to turn on my torch, but of course I have no torch here. I've missed this experience though, like wandering around, pilfering all the items that I can. I'd love to do another nice lengthy run of The Long Dark, but I got bad news for you if you want to see that, because I think I'll just do it in my spare time. I have streamed more than enough Long Dark, and sometimes it's nice to just relax playing a game in my own time rather than doing it on stream, because that means I can have, say, somebody else's stream on in the background, so I get double enjoyment. Or I can just take a break or do something else or tab out during quiet time. Now, I love streaming, and I love playing games, and sometimes something is more enjoyable to do on stream, sometimes off. And sometimes I just want the variety. Yeah, like a good old jigsaw stream. Oh man, Alpha, I need to get to work on that. I have a plan. You wish you could get Twitch on the in-game TVs, says Kitty. What? Twitch on the in-game TVs. You've lost me. There's coffee, one of the best goods in the game, and here's a whole tin of it. I hate coffee. I will eat or drink just about anything on God's green earth here. But I draw the line at coffee. I can't handle the flavor. So disgusting, so bitter. Lived with a friend who would always start his day with coffee and a cigarette. And there's another thing I can't stand in this world. Cigarette smoke. 2 parents who smoked about 100,000 cigarettes between them. Probably more. Fond memories of being in the back of the car as a kid. The whole car just filling up with smoke. And mum and dad just saying, "Oh, just open the window." Have I forgotten how this works? Ah, there we go. Right, so 5th day. $50.25. What? I've never been a fan of the safe mechanic in this game.
I could eat anything right now.
Parents smoking put me off it for life, says Young. Anytime I visit, I leave stinking of it and I hate it. My folks have given up the fags. But I still give them a hard time every time I see them. You know, I want them to feel bad. There we go. Right, useless, 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 useless. Okay, great. That was completely worthless.
Locked. Can't get in here yet.
Don't know why we're planning on robbing a bank when we just arrived here, but it is me playing, I suppose.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
Anything, Shepherd. Well, I can enjoy the drinks myself, actually, because Grey Mother wants calories, not water. And whilst there are calories in the drinks, there's also water. So I'd rather just enjoy the hydration and the calories for myself. Yeah, all we have is gunpowder here. Alright, well, we'll go and pilfer anything and everything we can. Sticks included. But the weather is really very mild here. I could do with a crowbar so I can make my way into things. Right, let's go and get our way over to the petrol station. I don't know which house is the bank manager's house. If we see something... Oh, hold on, I said I'd go, but what about the Bureau de Change?
I think I can use this.
Oh, we will use that. He keeps automatically putting the clothes on. How bizarre. We have to stop accepting mail at Milton. We can't get it to the mainland. Okay. Typical post office stuff, just shutting everything down.
This'll come in handy.
It will not. Driving gloves are particularly cold. There's a fat lot of not much in here. No crackers in the bins? Are these stamps or gumballs? Yeah, the amount of fizzy drinks we're getting is revolting. And these houses, so many of them are enterable. On Interloper, normally all but a few are completely smoked. Accelerant? I shouldn't need scrap metal for anything I can think of anytime soon, so I'll ignore that.
Should end up being useful.
But I will take tools just in case. You know what? Can't go wrong with one bit of scrap metal. Oh man, I've kind of missed playing this. It feels good. Even if it is on story mode. Hard to overstate just how much I love Survival Long Dark. I don't think we'll need the forge. I'm pretty sure you get firearms on this mode.
This stuff will come in handy.
He's automatically put on the cap. I wonder if he'll automatically put on better clothes if we find warmer things. Tearful Letter, which I didn't read. That's unsporting. Maybe we should try and read it. Letters. Tearful Letter. I don't want to do this. I don't have a choice. I can't stay in Milton. It's too empty. Sounds like my home. It is pretty empty.
Hope I can still eat this.
And I sure didn't want to stick around. Don't trust sardines that are below 75%. There we go. That should be enough carbo loading for myself. I'll keep the rest for Grey Mother. The Long Dark and RimWorld would probably be the games I'd take to the desert island with me if I could play them forever. Yeah, I often think about the desert island game, and I reckon RimWorld is number one. Probably Factorio is on there as well. I don't think the Long Dark would be it, though. Long Dark is a hundreds of hours game, whereas RimWorld and Factorio are thousands of hours games. Dominions, probably. More thermal undies, more automatically wearing it for some reason. I'm gonna grab some cloth. Yeah, one thing I really like about Von Dougal's mod is that water that you get out of the toilets is not potable. You have to boil it or use the fancy little make drinkable water pills, which otherwise have no real use in this game. And Von Dougal's did so much good work for this game. It's a shame that the updates seem to break it every time. Ah, see, there we go. We didn't automatically wear these better ones. What about Caesar 3? Ooh. Well, then you have to explore the question of... Hold that thought. No need for a t-shirt. You'd have to explore the question of what are the limitations on this desert island world that we are in. I'm going to take a nap for a couple of hours. Are we allowed mods? Can we have user-generated content? Because if that's allowed, then we have to suspend our disbelief about this desert island, which has surprisingly good internet connection. The desert island has to achieve 100 prosperity. Yeah, but it's the Islands of Pain. Oh, maybe this is the bank manager's house. Is it? Yeah, if we have an internet connection, then the desert island...
If this is any good to eat.
It just sounds amazing. Fish. Fish for Grey Mother. I'll be greedy and take 2 cooking pots with me, even though I have just a regular amount of storage space on me. Oh, that stuff's practically useless. How often do you ever need antiseptic in this game? Although I gotta hand it to Will. He didn't feel the need to antiseptic up his wound on his hand. Complete impaling, though. I've been through a lot of pain in my life, but I've never been impaled, and I've never broken a bone. All the pain I feel in my life seems strangely bollocks-centered. No end to the collisions those I've had. I was playing pool with a friend, and I miscued, sending the cue ball right into them. Oh, that hurt. Had a cricket ball there as well. Whew. Right, loads of goods to be had. This is kind of feeling ridiculous. This is no interloper mode, that's for sure.
This'll come in handy.
It will not, Shepard. That, however, will. Thin wool sweater is one of the strongest. Sorry, Mackenzie's shirt, but you are not cut out for this. I've been impaled on a sawn-off tree trunk, but at least my balls are fine, says Sudasima. I guess that's how you have the gall to handle all the difficult games that come your way. Shoes. Mackenzie's boots aren't great, but they're okay. Alright. Well, not bad as houses go, and I'm pretty sure I didn't even pick it clean, but there doesn't seem to be a huge need to do so. When it comes to my carrying capacity... we're fine. We can get quite laden. I'm gonna beans it for the garage, though. If the weather turns, then it might be better to check all the stuff that's close to Grey Mother. Although, are we going to find that it's locked? I broke my spine a couple of years ago, said Sergeant Seuss. It was pretty horrible pain, but I'd still rather have that than ball pain. Surely not. I find that some pain is more difficult to detach yourself from. You know, if my arm hurts, you know, I can kind of segment that as, okay, my arm hurts, but whatever, I'm functional. But if I have a headache or a toothache, that you just can't mentally detach from. Yoink. It's damn near empty, but the Storm Lantern is great. Peaches are good. Nothing in the microwave is not good. Don't think that this passed me by. Potable water, not portable water there. And so many salty crackers. Alright, we're going to make Grey Mother proud. Alright, what's your story?
Well, another stranger. Have you escaped the town?
Escape the town? No, I just arrived.
Not a refugee from the highways, then. You look weary, traveler. Come, warm yourself by the fire.
Who are you?
I'm nobody. But you can call me Methuselah. I'm here to witness the passing of an age.
What do you mean, the passing?
Don't you see the signs?
Any idea why all the cars are stalled and left behind?
They all stopped running. People abandoned them. Nothing but metal coffins now.
You always this cheerful?
My heart weeps for you, stranger. My days are nearly finished. But you'll have to live with what remains.
You seem oddly familiar, old man.
Is that right?
Yeah. And this whole place feels strange and empty.
The quakes changed everything here years ago. Great Bear's back was broken, and it's been laid low ever since.
Then what are you still doing here?
Aren't we here to witness an apocalypse of an apocalypse, you and I? No one thought the world would end this way, but how could they not have seen it?
It's probably just a storm. Power failure. I'm sure everything will be back to normal in a few days.
I'm not sure anything will ever be back to normal.
What is this town? I don't recall seeing it on any maps.
This is Milton. Paradise Lost. It's a town of the old world, discarded, left behind. You won't find much hope.
I need to find my friend.
I'm not sure you'll find any friends here.
I'm looking for my friend. She was with me when my plane crashed. But it looks like she must have made it out alive. Have you seen anyone pass by here?
Many people have passed. All have gone into the town. I haven't seen any come back. Go safely, and good luck to you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Can't get a straight answer out of bloody anyone around here. And I don't think I can shoot him either. No, my attempts to do so aren't happening. But we'll do what we came here to do, which is loot and loot some more. Yeah, the question is, to what do we owe the pleasure for this long punishment? Remember, I only stream things because I want to. And there is a bit of me that wants to see this through. Man, this game has excellent sound effects. It's all the more painful when there's bad elements of a game that is otherwise just terrific. By the way, Granny's going to be eating dog food. I have a tin opener. Does this actually work as a cooking thing? Because if so, I think we can get some extra calories out of these. Oh, those sound effects are so good. How do they do them? You cannot cook dog food, regrettably. But you can absolutely cook the peaches. So there we go. You guys get cooked up for Granny, because that will add a few calories to them. Cooking something makes them, what, 10% more calorific? So much food, this is just unreal. And this is on the hardest setting. The hardest setting known to story mode. Does that say milk for $6? I think this is meant to be a kind of ridiculous idea, but I think Canadians today do pay $6 for their milk. I wonder what it's like waking up and realizing you're Canadian. At least you've got Americans to compare yourself to make yourself feel a little bit better about your life, but only a little bit. And drowning in items, I don't need half this stuff. Although, matches are nice and cheap, so I'll certainly take it.
I might have to drop some gear.
You'll be fine, Shepard. You can go to 150% of what you're carrying and still not have any truly major issues. Oh, I'm having that. There we go. The burning pinnacle peaches are here. Can't go through multiple areas of this, but I can get these ready to go. I don't know if the frontier cooking works in Wintermute, and I never truly got my head around the cooking mechanic, despite doing a whole long play based around the cooking in this game. Boiled peaches sounds kind of dreadful. I assume they're tinned in molasses or something similarly sweet. Bothers me greatly, that does. When I have fruits, they're tinned or jarred or whatever, I want them tinned or jarred in their juices, not in syrup or sugar water. I find that ruins them. And it's getting harder and harder to find fruits and juices rather than in sugars. Right, any more for any more. Yeah, my favorite thing is getting tinned pink grapefruits. Oh, that's wonderful. But you can just ruin it by doing it in syrup. But I love fruit. Oh, my days. Oh, it's space to read. I keep taking them before we can do that. Search an abandoned truck for emergency supplies, which I assume was something on that letter. Pinnacle peaches, yoink. They'll be ready in 15 minutes. That gives me time to go and have a look at that letter we picked up. Hey bud, sorry to leave you hanging like this. The storm and the power, the car's broken down. Bandits waiting to rip him off. Me and Jason are going up there. Okay, good for you. You might think these completely isolated places couldn't reasonably get bandits, but I'm from a pretty out-of-the-way place. And there's this family that's always up to no good, and one of them took a tractor and drove it into a wall to steal the ATM out of a Spar. And I remember my dad reading the paper going, oh god, it's them again, isn't it? Can't escape scumbags. So is the overarching story that the world is turning into Frostwing? See, I don't actually know what the overarching story is. That's part of the reason why I'm playing through this. Decent cotton toque certainly beats this crappy hat. Yoink. And does again... Yeah, again, he automatically wears it for reasons unknown. Even more food for Grandma. I don't have anything to break down the planks with, though, so getting wood for her might be a different story. Could smash these crates by hand, but obviously I don't want my pinnacle peaches to burn. Alright, we've got plenty. Let's go and bring food back for Granny, shove her up with dog food, and then go and get her some wood. Other families up to no good. You heard me. It's getting a bit late in the day already. Although I think this is one of the better places to get wood. Gosh, I really miss being able to check your weight without having to hit this. 34 out of whatever. I'm going to still run. Let's go on a stick gathering brigade. This game is very fatiguing in just how much it expects you to be clicking. Another... Oh, of course. Am I gonna bother with you? No, I'm not. I have a few different ways I can deal with a wolf. I could just light a fire and then spook it. But, you know, with matches being as rare as they are... Hang on. Yeah, with only 50 matches, how could I possibly justify that? Different music when you're being stalked by animals in this rate, on this mode. I think I can drop his aggro by just jumping into this vehicle. And he finds something better to do. And then I can leave, and he won't even know I'm here. Fun thing about this game, it does actually have upwind and downwind. So if you're upwind from an animal, they're going to be perceiving you easier. Yeah, this is the hardest setting in its complete Babby mode, Kitty. I guess that's one way to deal with your games journalists. Make them feel like they're playing in hard mode and just make it mega easy anyway. Alright. Just take a whole load of wood, old lady. I mean, hell, just take virtually all of it. How's that then? Ah, it's most of the way there. Take a bit more, take a bit more. Is that you fully stocked? Oh, yeah. I'm good with the old ladies, I am. And you want food, dog food, dog food, dog food, dog food, loads of granola bars. Actually, I should give her the nastiest, most rancid stuff first. Take these old crappy peaches, take the salty crackers. How are you doing on food now, lassie? A little bit more. Take these old nasty sardines. And I will eat the remaining one there, because it's just about to go into danger zone. Hey, there we go. Now that we've tended to the elderly, maybe she'll have something to say for us. Hello, old lass.
Have you been able to remember anything else about that night? Anything that might help me find my friend?
I'm back in that night. A wind howling. Voices passing through town. I can hear them just outside the window. It's windy, but the voices carry. They are yelling. Her voice, it passes through town. She's running. She's alone, calling for help. But no one comes.
Why didn't anyone help her?
Yes. Why didn't they? They should have found her before it was too late.
Anything else you can remember might help.
They said men came from the tunnel.
What about the tunnel?
The only way out of Milton. The only way through the mountains. It's the only way she could have gone.
On the way into town, there was an old man. Glasses, big beard, walking stick. He seemed a little odd.
Doesn't sound like anyone from Milton. Most of the elderly have gone. Or died. I'm the only one left. The only one from the old days.
The old man outside of town, Methuselah, he said he'd seen other people walking towards Milton.
Other outsiders? It's possible.
Where would they be? Maybe my friend was with them.
If they were outsiders, they might have stayed in the old schoolhouse. In the months after the quakes, people used to huddle there for the warmth of the school's old coal burner. Rare outsider coming through Milton might stay there the night. If your friend came through Milton, chances are she ended up there.
I appreciate your infinite fire, lady, but we should get moving. Oh, the old cart. You know what? Here you go. Mr. Bun Bun will keep you company. It's wearing on in a day, but we should go and check out anyway. We are fine enough on weight, and we're going to be subsisting on fruit juice for quite a while. Drink it down, keep ourselves lighter, and then get on out there. While all the cutscenes talked about the State of Decay comments, and yeah, the whole clip of the castle-based massacre is fun. State of Decay 2, Darkside Drucker 3, the worst base. Not sure where that's coming from, Elizabeth, but yeah, I had great fun on the dark side State of Decay. The challenge part of the recent State of Decay 2 run was pretty enjoyable, but it made the game itself less enjoyable, if that makes any sense. So the challenge was fun, the game became less fun. State of Decay 2 is at its best when I'm not rushed, but everything is still bollocking hard. I love those moments when you're just crouching, surrounded by zombies that you cannot fight, clutching onto a half-broken pistol. Good times. Sergeant Broken Spine Seuss is saying, I signed up for the alpha playtest of State of Decay 3. Oh, why would you do that to yourself, though? Taking unpaid beta testing of games. I don't know. I've had my time beta testing games, and that was paid. Couldn't imagine wanting to do it unpaid. I think it just lowers the enjoyment of the game in its final form. But that's just me, right? You do what feels best for you. Not rushed and having to deal with a black card, yeah. I still feel pretty good about my performance there. You know, I beat that challenge, I just got knowledge checked at the end. It was kind of like having to do the challenge, and at the very end I have to name every state and its capital of the United States of America. And it's just, well, I don't know that, so what do you want me to do? I can guess.
What happened here?
But I only have 15 minutes, so I can't guess forever. That's how it felt. Transport manifest. Bunch of people we don't know or care about. See all those birds overhead? Mean feathers for me. Can't imagine needing painkillers, right? You can carry a few painkillers and antibiotics, but the odds of you ever needing that are so incredibly low. Better just to stash them somewhere and not take up your weight. But no, that's survival mode thinking. Here's another thing you'll never normally see in interloper mode. We're so warm that it doesn't even feel like it's cold out. We're not taking any cold damage at all. In a really bad day in Bleak Inlet, it can feel like minus 100. Oh, hang on. I think I hear another Mr. Bun Buns for Grey Mother. Unhand that bunny. Don't worry, I'll get you somewhere safe.
This stuff will come in handy.
The solution is to never go to Bleak Inlet. It's one of my favorite places. Why would I say no to Bleak Inlet when it's done so much for me? Did I do Bleak Inlet single region survivor? I feel like I did. Cresting peaks like this is always dangerous in the long dark, because if there's a bear or a dog on just the other side, you'll immediately spook it, and that means it'll charge you most of the time. Sometimes you get lucky, and when you get the drop on a dog, it runs. But a bear won't run. A bear will charge you down and try and steal your trousers, and they will likely succeed. Growing up in a fairly rural place, I've seen more than my fair share of roadkill. Rabbits and pheasants turned into complete pavement pizza. Also seen some dead cats, which is always quite harrowingly sad. Nothing compared to being in the Philippines, though. They just don't seem to care for animals over there. Seeing some of the crippled dogs wandering around was pretty hard on the heart there. The stick gathering instinct in me is just too powerful. I can't not pick this stuff up. Can hear a dog having a nice old munch down here. I guess I'll leave it be. I've already got one bunny with me. Caesar demand stick. Well, we've got some more Where's this blood going?
What happened here?
Now there's an item you never see in Interloper. Proper hatchet. I shouldn't hang around here, by the way. I stink because of the bunny that I have. But I'll take some leather to fix up my boots with. I think in the Philippines, things are usually dense enough with people that you can assume someone's taking care of whichever. And I'm pretty sure these animals weren't being taken care of. They seem pretty hungry and pretty damn crippled. And a lot of them pretty diseased as well. You could understand why there were like dog bite clinics all over the place. Anyway, I got another bunny for you. Here you go. That'll keep Grey Mother nice company. They're just sleeping. Ignore the teeth marks in them.
Did you find it?
It was there, like you said.
And your friend?
No sign of her. The tunnel's blocked. Looks like maybe an avalanche. But I think she got through before that happened.
If the tunnel is blocked, that's the end for Grey Mother.
So the tunnel is the only way through the mountains?
No. Not the only way through, but my only way through.
She was there at the tunnel. At the bus. I'm sure of it.
You think she passed through the tunnel?
I'm not sure. But she was there. She left me a sign. A word. Perseverance.
A word from the old days. Why would she write that?
She's telling me she won't give up.
Or maybe reminding you not to.
Why write such a long name, though? It has to mean something more.
Why? Because you mean so much to her?
Because she wrote it in blood.
I seem to recall a town somewhere up north, far. What was it called? That's it. Perseverance Mills. Old logging and mill town used to be an important place. Now it's mostly dead, like Milton. Maybe she's pointing you there.
Perseverance Mills. How do I get there?
By car, before the quakes, when the roads were clear.
Looks like I'm on foot.
That will be a long road.
I must be losing my mind. It smells like food cooking in here.
It's been a while since Grey Mother had anyone to make meals for. Please, take some soup before you go.
Thank you. That's really very kind. I'm starting to get pretty worried about my friend.
There's only one thing left to be done. You need to put her to rest.
Put her to... I'm not giving up yet.
I remember something. A farmhouse on the other side of town. That night, the memories are confused, but somehow I remember the farmhouse. You'll find a key to a safety deposit box somewhere in there. Go to the bank and bring me the box that matches the key. Then you'll understand what happened to her.
Wait. Farm? Bank? What's this have to do with my friend?
They left her, didn't they? She needed help, and they let her go. This is how we make it right.
I don't understand.
In the bank, you'll find the answers. Now go.
So the old coot wants us to break into a bank. I mean, we could just transition to play some Payday 2. Or we could enjoy some homemade soup with mega calories. You can taste the dog food. I might actually want some food out of you, if you don't mind. Bunny's going on a diet. You can cook faster if you do it in a pot rather than just on a fire. Oh gosh, I got a lot of things to cook, don't I? Right. Cook rabbit and cook... How am I doing on water? Tons of water. Cook some herbal tea. If I ever get injured, herbal tea is really good for healing up. Provided you have the time to sleep for it. Yeah, you can have these hollowed out bunnies. There we go. Being cryptic, expecting free labor. I do not like Grey Mother very much. No. It's funny, because in real life, I got a lot of time for the elderly. I get on really well with them. I'm always very flirty with the old ladies. Although I got worried about that case in Spain where a lad kissed a lady's hand and then that got written up as sexual assault, I think it was. Made me worry a bit. I do that to old ladies that I meet. They seem pretty happy about it, but now I'll have to think twice about it. Right. Good job. I'll keep these. I will have some food to nosh on in the morning. For now, though, it's time for Betty Buys.
Too much stuff to carry.
I had an opportunity to have rosehip tea in Japan. I didn't do it, and I've regretted it ever since. But it cost extra. Yeah, I'm like... Oh yeah, Chumro. And there's this,
You just lay down. Have a little sleep right here.
There's a show, I think, called Outlander or so. I haven't seen it, but seems to drive the old ladies wild. Well, that fire is doing absolutely nothing to help me find my way. I'm stumbling in the dark, the long dark, if you will. Alright, naff to this. There we go. Now she only made us one dose of the food. We'll load up on our juice. It is heavy after all. Calories in your belly don't weigh you down after all. That's pretty good. And yeah, I'll just eat this up. Don't want to carry meat on me because it'll attract predators. What's the real world meta for dealing with old ladies? I'll just flirt with them, make them feel like they still have value in this world, despite obviously not. And they'll be too delighted to care about what you do with them. What's the matter, Alpha? Digimon not enough poop mechanic for you? So I'm pretty sure you can just ignore the old bat and get on with the rest of the game, but I do actually want to engage with the story. And I think she was telling me to come down here for the keys, is that right? It better be right. Because I'm freezing my bits off out here. Oh, crap! I thought I reloaded that thing. Did I really not load this? Now, so much for who needs antiseptic. You actually infected me there. Antibiotics? I can't remember. We'll take some shelter before we figure out what to do with that. You picked it up and never loaded it. Ah, are you sure? I think I loaded it when I was doing my off-screen testing setup. Because I do recall reloading this very gun today. You get away. Another hatchet if I miss the old one. Carrying a lot of junk.
Carry much more.
So, I think I need a key to enter the house.
Maybe a dead battery.
Oh my gosh, they just hunted a deer. Well, not my problem, really.
That's a bad sign.
Okay, it is open. It's a survival thing.
Numb. That scarf wrapped around your arm. Where'd you get it?
You're never gonna find her.
What did you do to my friend?
We burned them all, you know, in the old school. It was so easy. We just shoved them in there and locked the door.
You monsters.
It just happened. All the lights went out, the damn bus lost control and crashed into the tunnel. Brought the roof down on us. Barely crawled out of there alive. Hell, some didn't. People all hanging around trying to get warm after the power went out. All huddled together, scared and freezing. Oh, man, I would like to have seen that. But we sure warmed them up.
You're a bastard.
That's about right. We put them all in the old schoolhouse so we could keep an eye on them. And then something happened to the lights. The power. It was like sparks everywhere and then fire. Your scarf lady found us while the school was burning. She tried to help get them out, but it was already too late. Smoke already did them in. She fought like hell to try and get him out. She stuck a knife or a screwdriver, I'm not sure, into one of our guys. Cut me, too. And then ran out into the blizzard.
Where did you see her after that?
You want to know about your lady? Help me first.
Damn it, tell me where she is.
We caught up, but she's a fiery one. Still had the knife. Got me real good, you can see. We tried to stop her, but she ended up on the bus. Somehow, she was small enough to crawl through the crushed part. She got away. Whatever good it's gonna do her.
If you so much as hurt...
Ah, we barely clipped her wings. She wasn't hurt too bad.
Not hurt too bad.
All right, she was bleeding. A bit. No way out of here now. The roads are all blocked. You'll never find her.
You have no idea how stubborn I am.
I told you what I know. Are you gonna help me or what? Pull this knife out of me. It's stuck in deep, and I can't feel anything below my waist. I need it out.
You go after the old lady in the house, too? As well as letting those people in the school burn to death?
Hey. You think they put me on that bus for my good behavior? That's the bus to Black Rock.
Black Rock?
Yeah, you know. Black Rock Federal Pen. Where they put the worst of the bad people. Bad people, bad people. People too bad for the mainland. It's like an old penal colony or some damn thing. They know there's no easy way for us to get back.
Imagine how lucky you are. All those people in Milton, scared, dying, and you getting to live. You don't deserve help. But here.
Oh! Whew. Oh, that's better. Now, I'll just sit here for a while. I think I'm warming up.
Don't know where we picked up that his name is Hobbs, but you have fun, Hobbs. I will take this. We can't be so underhanded as to take his light source off of him, but we can go and rob a bank. I was after this. I don't really want the Hobbs flavor of toilet water today. Oh, right. So I got mangled a bit there. And it's a good thing I held on to that old man Treebeard, although there might also be some antiseptic
I
here.
think I can use this.
Hey, look, some antiseptic. Okay. Life is just that easy. Pour that over the wolf bite. And try not make that same mistake again. Can't get over how much soda there is everywhere. Severely past due, you're in arrears of 1,256 Canadian dollars. Jinx, is that like 75 pence? Canadian's never gonna survive. Good. I can bring back more dog food for the old lady. Look at this amount of food, it's absurd. Guess eat and keep moving is how this one's gonna go. Oh, I shouldn't eat that. Could make me unwell. Okay, good. The odds are low, but that just makes it all the more painful when it happens. Never trust sardines that are below 75%. Only eat them if you're in a position to get away with it. Like you're just about to go to sleep and you don't mind crapping yourself half to death. So many good things. It breaks my heart not to raid this place rancid.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
It's in considerably better wear than my existing ones. Yoink. I could take a nap here, but I'd rather not share the place with Hobbs. I don't have the mod installed, so I can't siphon fuel between two of those.
That'll come in handy.
That will come in handy. Or will it? No. So many materials. I want it all. Alright, we'll leave Hobbs to get better. They certainly look grand. I don't need another sewing kit. Let's just leave. Head back to Grey Mother. Well, we don't have to. A couple-hour nap wouldn't go amiss. Yeah, whatever. Back we go. One of the positive things about a blizzard is that the wildlife doesn't spawn. But they don't always despawn. So if there is a wolf out there, and then a blizzard hits, that wolf will probably still be there unless you get some good distance on it. Oh, this feels just right. I do like the name Hobbes, but it puts me in mind of Calvin and Hobbes, which was a comic I read a lot of in my formative years. Probably gave me much of my cynicism that I have today. 3 main childhood comics: The Beano, Calvin and Hobbes, and... what the heck was it called? I think it was called Bo Peep. A comic about a French Foreign Legion soldier. Of all the French comics to get, why that?
Can't feel my hands.
The cold, the wind, the lack of visibility. A blizzard must be horrifying, says Orlov. No, it's not so bad. You get used to the cold. I'm definitely used to the wind, because it's almost permanently windy in Scotland. And the lack of visibility, that's no great change for me. It's the heat that does me in.
Goddamn freezing.
Alright, which one was the bank?
Now, where did they hide the combination for this vault?
Alright, the key gets me into something that has the combination for the vault, is that right? Or do I just need to pry my way in? It was one of the weird things about going over to Sweden.
This looks like an handy.
See, in Sweden it's cold like Scotland, but they don't have the same wind. I guess it's because they get insulated by Norway. What am I looking for here? Perhaps it would be prudent to actually have a look at the item I've picked up. Where's that key? I did get the safety deposit box key. Haven't found this abandoned truck yet, though. Oh, place a snare and catch at least one rabbit. God, no. Snaring rabbits is madness. Well, we're not in any threat here. It is warm-ish. And we have food and water, but where in the world do I use that? I guess the key is for when I'm in the vault, but I need to know how to open the vault. Maybe it's in the bank manager's house. And I passed that by.
Locked. Can't get in here yet.
That's my best idea. Now which of these was the bank manager's house? Did myself in by going in early, I think. I recall it being a fairly nice house. So definitely not this wreck. Oh, hang on! Look at our hand there. We're not wearing the glove. They added to the game in survival mode, at least, that your gloves would show up when you're holding your weapon.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Gosh, I have no idea. Does anybody know where the bank vault information is? I'd hate to leave the old lady without closure. Alright, we'll check next door. Cheers, Ghost Bomb. Oh yeah, this was it.
I could use this.
Could and will, but I've got a lot of fixing to do. Here we go. 1930-08. What a crappy combination for a bank. I'm gonna grab some extra cloth so I can do a lot of fixing of my materials later. Keep my clothes in good nick. This shard seems to be doing an extremely good job as a knife. Take another 1 hour nap just in case the blizzard decides to pass up. Absolutely not. Global economic realities. We are unable to remain in operation. Banking is now suspended. Oh, God. Imagine if your bank just said that to you. Oh, yeah, all that money you have. Yeah, you don't have it anymore. Uh, 1920-08, right? Maybe not. $1930-08. So that'd be nicer. I would like it if the safe minigame you actually had to find the combinations rather than just guess them each time. Guessing them is no fun allowed. And it was 15, I believe.
Could end up being useful.
So some of these are just available for me to open up. How nice. I've never been in one of these places with safety deposit boxes before. Except in Payday 2, of course.
What have we here?
I actually like going through them all. I know some people don't like doing the opening of all the safety deposit boxes, but that is exactly why I bring a hacksaw. And the infinite ammo perk. Guys, the drill. Go get it. Payday 2 was so good. Ah, the blizzard has passed up. It's like a Scots advent calendar. Oh, that is good. Yeah, we checked 15. We opened it up. And here you go, Grey Mother.
I managed to get into the bank, and
Did you find it?
here's the safety deposit box you asked for. I still don't...
Shh, please. Give me the box.
Jewelry? I don't understand. You said this would help me find her.
It will. Outsider, it will.
I need to find my friend. Do you think you'll be okay here by yourself?
You've done more for me than you can know, Mackenzie. These pearls were my lilies.
I didn't come across anyone in a farmhouse or bank that seemed like a lily.
Lily was... It doesn't matter.
Did you get confused? In your foggy gray memories? Maybe you thought Lily and my friend were the same?
I'm sorry, Mackenzie. I thought I was helping you.
It's okay. I don't think you're in any danger anymore. You should have enough supplies to last a while now. I'm sure help is on the way.
Now that I have her pearls. Lily's things.
What? Sorry, I don't understand.
I needed the pearls to remember her, but now you can take her things. Upstairs, in her old room, her climbing gear, her maps. They can help you get out of Milton. The path through the mountains.
You mean there's another way out?
Yes. My Lily was a climber. That's what happened. Never mind that. Take the rope, the map, follow her path. It'll lead you out of Milton and deeper into the mountains, north, towards Perseverance Mills.
Okay. If you're sure. Thank you.
Now lead me to my memories, outsider. Go out there and find your friend. And don't stop to think about Milton or Grey Mother again. We're of the old world. This new world is for the strong to survive.
Oh, forgetting you will be the easiest thing I ever enjoy.
Lily. Who was she?
You want to understand Lily's story? Man who fell from the sky.
I think I know enough about Lost to understand why you wanted her pearls.
Then take them to Lily.
Lily's still here? In Milton? Why didn't you say so?
Go find her. Take the pearls and give them to Lily. And then I can rest in peace.
Alright, we'll leave you here with Nippers and Bun Bun. It's getting on in the day, but I suppose I'd better move. I already have a bedroll, so it shouldn't be too hard to find a nice place to take a nap through the night. And I wonder, can I just take back all the food that I gave her? No, that wouldn't be very nice, would it? I am pretty bloody tired, though. Nah, we move. Oh, right, the climbing gear. Yes, good point. Forgot to raid Dear Lily. Okay, those are the best socks in the game, which do not show up on interloper mode.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
How much am I actually carrying anyway? Oh, yeah, I'm a bit heavy. Find a climbing area in the outskirts of Milton. So we're meant to leave that way rather than heading up north. But we should go and drop off the pearls. Maybe I'll drop off the pearls, come back, and then have a good night's sleep. How does that sound? And then I'm out of here. So in that case, I'll drop off all the heavy stuff, like you, and you, and you. I'm wearing that. Good lord, I've got a lot of stuff. Just want to get myself underweight. Well, plenty of time for eating later. Yeah, the mountaineering rope is incredibly heavy. But there we go, we can grab all this stuff later on. For now, let's go and see. Because you move faster when you are not over your encumbrance. And you get slower and slower until you reach a point where you actually can't move, which is pretty cool. Take State of Decay 2, for example. You can carry a bag of fertilizer, the kit to completely remake several vehicles, a gun, another gun, and one of those guns might be a 50 cal rifle, a massive backpack, a sweet skull sword, what other obnoxiously heavy things, a bookshelf, and you can still run as fast as if you had nothing at all, which seems kind of mental. But in this game, the weight limit is borderline realistic. I don't think realism is a very good argument for anything being in a game, but something that allows you to keep your your disbelief suspended is pretty good. Immersive, if you will. Oh yeah, we're not burdened with horrible Canadian ankles. Probably helps a lot in that game. The wolves are on the prowl, sire.
Snow. Nothing to drink.
Alright, how about instead of complaining for once in your life, you take a torch. You're also a bit thirsty, so have some of Stacy's grape soda. I think the name Stacy is based on a fan of the game, and they included her in the game by way of that drink. I don't know. I think Hearts of Iron and Europa Universalis are the only games where I exist in. I am the fascist leader of the DDR in Hearts of Iron, with a surprisingly good portrait of me in it. And there's an achievement for naming a general after me in Europa Universalis. Hang on. This isn't where I'm meant to be, but we haven't checked it out. Indoor campfire, very rare to find. The most horrible looking bed imaginable. Stacy plays as the earliest streamer of the game. Aha. What a privilege. Doesn't seem to be anything worth my time. Although I suppose what I could do is just take this water and down it. Not normally one for enjoying hearing eating and drinking sounds, but they are done very well in this game. Grab what we took. We already have better mittens. Alright, let's go and lay Lily's pearls to rest. The challenge is doxing Jake to get the achievement. You don't even have to do that. The Swedish government is very helpful in that it just makes your personal details open for all. I phoned them up and I was like, could you please not do this? And they said, nah, our laws haven't kept up to date with the passage of technology over the past 30 years, so we're going to keep making all your information available for all. Jessica Roy. Lilith Barker. Close enough. It's a shame it's not Lily Ritter. Died aged, what's that? 16? Not bad. Maybe 15. You should mod yourself to be in Dominions as Avatar of Spite. It would be thematic. So there's a wolf that noticed me, and instead of getting aggressive, it actually ran away. I don't know what the chance is on that, but the chance apparently increases if you wear wolf or bear clothes. Orlov says, since I opened a micro company to work as a contractor, all my data is also public. The amount of spam calls I get since has been insane. Oh, that sounds grim. Working as a Brazilian. What about Baiano life? Alright, poor Shepherd here is really tired, even though it's the best time of day. Late afternoon is the warmest. We should get moving. Orlov has been around here for an exceptionally long time. Orlov, TBW, and Brelix. The holy trinity of Brazilians around here. And Orlov did a really good run through of Mega Man X for one of our community marathons. See, Orlov does Mega Man X, Brelix does Nancy Drew and Danger by Design. TBW does nothing. A mic stream of Stellaris, I think. Ooh. You wouldn't mind if I just took these, would you, Grey Mother? My old boots are kinda wearing out. Why does it auto-equip them, though? Right, what we can do with our time, since it is a good time of day and sleeping too much is bad, we can make use of the daylight and repair our things before we go to sleep. This toque is kind of a waste of time to repair. But yeah, what else are we going to do with our time? Age of Empires 2 with a mic muted. It's always a delight when people in the community stream. And not just because I enjoy watching, but it takes the pressure off me to do my own streams. It's a great excuse. I couldn't possibly do my own stream. Somebody else is doing theirs. I need to go there and enjoy it and support it. And totally not from the comfort of my own bed. Thin wool sweater is an amazing piece of kit. It's the best.
My energy is just disappearing.
It's the best underlayer you can have for your top in interloper mode. Yeah, wool, good enough. Fix up everything we can until the sun completely goes out, and then we're going to sleep and sleep plentifully. Because everything you keep in good nick just gives you more and more passive warmth, which is very important in this game, all about staying warm. Cargo pants. Oh, there's good warmth value on these things. Eventually it'll get too dark to do anymore. Although, come to think of it, there's light coming out of the old mother's fire. So maybe that light is actually coming all the way up here for us. Go on then, I'll fix my horrific trousers. And we're actually out of cloth at this point. And it's sounding really harsh out there, so let's just drink up, I suppose. Get the calories, get the hydration, and then get ourselves to bed. Just sleep for as long as you need. The longer you sleep, the more you heal up. So at first, every hour gives you 1%, then 2, then 3, then 4% of your condition or your health bar back. Looks like the full time wears out our thirst, but being thirsty is good. You can't go into super thirst, so that's an excellent time to eat up very salty snacks like beef jerky. How much beef jerky is that, by the way? How much does this weigh? Because I recently got a shipment of beef jerky in from Finland. And that stuff is calorific like you wouldn't believe. 100 grams of this stuff, I couldn't eat 100 grams of that stuff if I tried. It's for slow chewing. There we go, good enough. And drink up. Oh, hold on. Much of my stuff is over here, including a bunch of my water. Just take everything.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
We're a bit overweight, but that's not a big deal. We got +5 carry capacity thanks to being well fed. I'd like to steal Grey Mother's curtains, but apparently we can't ransack her home, so instead what I will do is I'll take my old socks and tear them into a bit of cloth. Any thoughts on another big RimWorld run? Nope. How long has it been since I finished off that 500% run? I still just have no desire to play any more RimWorld after that. I'm sure it will come back, but the new RimWorld DLC didn't seem that enticing. I know I say that about like all of them, but really, spaceships? Nah, I'm not sold. And that 500% run was just so final. Like, what is there left to do in the game after doing that? Usually when it comes to a game like that, especially a very sandboxy experience like State of Decay or RimWorld, I need a good goal or a good premise for a run. Otherwise, what am I even doing there? I'm just going through the motions that I've been through before. That 500% run was great. It doesn't really get any harder than that. Didn't use kill boxes or anything just to make things more spicy. And spoiler, if you want to watch it, not a single loss. Okay, we had to abandon a base once, but none of our characters died. Ah, that was good. Hopefully the story mode mess will inspire a single region survivor palette cleanser 3, says Pratis. I wouldn't bank on it. More than likely what this run will do is put this game in the grave. You know, I'm finally completely done with it after defeating its story mode. And then I'll be back for The Long Dark 2. Which is a very real thing that I hope happens and is good. Although I don't really know what they could do to improve this game. I certainly don't want them to touch the art style. The game is immensely beautiful. And the audio is so good. How do you do better? It's kind of like a Factorio 2. Why would it exist? Factorio is already perfect. Adding microtransactions. Oh, spare my poor heart. Yeah, I have spent many, many years of my life trudging through snow, and this is so accurate to how it sounds. I can almost psychosomatic level of feel the snow crunching beneath my feet. There's a very special kind of cold that just saps all the warmth out of your body through your feet. I remember my dad getting us all these really god-awful rubber welly boots that offered pretty good protection against the wetness, provided it didn't come in through the top, which it would. But there was no comfort and no warmth in those things. I got to wear them to school some days, it was that bad. Grim, bloody times. I'm glad I live in this tropical paradise known as Hungary. So yeah, Long Dark is great for me for many reasons, and one of them is nostalgia. Long, cold winters in Scotland. I can't be nostalgic for winter in Sweden. Sweden's just too prepared for it. And there's no wind to make it really feel like it's blowing through your entire body. Feels like the Long Dark team got it right by accident. The work they've done in the DLC certainly makes me feel like it's been an accident. I feel like what happened was they handed off the game to another inexperienced group whilst the rest went off to do their other newer ventures.
This stuff will come in handy.
And the new group have just not been able to match. Okay, the cowl is considerably better. It said take off, but I put it on. How very strange. Anyway, sorry Took, but you've got to go. 10 minutes is nothing, plus it's kind of warm in here. Tropical paradise looks out the window, it's endless plains for days. You're not talking about my beloved Hungary, are you? Living here is great.
I think I can use this.
Ah, the stims. The equivalent of elixirs in this game. I don't want to use them. Information about the Great Bear collapse. Tell me more. For places like Great Bear, quite remote, suffering... skip to the end. Dismantling heavy industrial infrastructure left on Great Bear. Okay, very good. I'm sure you're faster, better readers than me, so you'll have digested all of that. But I've got a job to do, and that's deploying this climbing rope. How much Hungarian have you learned so far? Probably not even 10 words. I don't care to learn such a ridiculous language, and I don't plan to live here all my life, so... why learn a language that's barely useful inside the country that speaks it? It makes about as much sense as learning Swedish. Besides, I'd get by better if I learned German. German's a pretty common second language, especially here in Schiafolk, because of all the German tourists coming along to end up like lobsters at the lakefront. Crouch down here so we avoid some of the wind damage. In fact, it's working. Look at the bottom left. Far left thermometer indicator. We're actually warming up. But if we step out, we're cooling down. Feels like -8, but get out of the wind. And it feels like chicken tonight.
I have a bad feeling I'm never going to see this place again.
Don't lose sleep over it, Shepherd. I think we've actually done everything here. Well, I didn't learn how to snare a rabbit. Come to think of it, we didn't find an abandoned truck, but I am not sure I care. Return to Grey Mother after... Ugh. Anybody in chat really want to see what the old bat has to say? Glad we're all in agreement. Too encumbered to climb. Okay, well I need to drop about 2 kilos. Probably the game's way of saying can't take everything with you. So we'll just eat up what we can, especially the heavy, not very calorific stuff. You know what, they can just generally go. And dog food seems like a poor thing to be carrying around, and this is already risky to eat. And that's entirely too much water. Okay, it seems like people really want to know what Great Mother has to say, so let's go and leg it back to her. Encumbered with a weight of guilt from unfinished business. Oh, the bunnies. I haven't killed a single bunny yet. Can't believe they didn't add... Oh? Weather notice. Unfortunate accident. The no more condone of climbing area here. Da 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 da. Ugh. Health and safety gone mad. I say let them take their risks. Your character really cannot run to save their life. The stim will let you run really far, really fast. But the stims are limited and the effect temporary. And once it runs out, you become maximum tired. Alright, Fox Tattoo, we'll get you your lore. I don't remember how long each episode is, but what I think I'll do is I'll do it episodically. So I guess we'll have 5 sessions of this once per episode. And during that time, I can find something to actually have a proper long play vote for. I've been removing your choices lately. Too many bad choices. Oh, I'm never hyped for mandatory stealth. I can't think of any game that I've enjoyed mandatory stealth in. I mean, I love Terranigma, but one of the worst parts of that game is the forced stealth to get through a weird Chinese castle.
I found Lily, your daughter. She has her pearls now.
They were the last gift I gave her on her 16th birthday. She wanted to leave Milton, to be free. She had grown up here in the mountains, a climber. She wanted to leave, to summit all the tallest peaks on Great Bear. I was afraid to let her go. Fought bitterly. And she left. She died out there in the mountains, in the wilderness.
Losing a child is...
It's like losing your own life. You have a kind heart, Mackenzie. But it's a heavy one. Go. Find your friend. Use Lily's climbing gear and her map, and maybe then her death won't feel so empty.
Thank you. I'll come back for you.
You've done a lot for me, Mackenzie. I won't forget about you.
Did we really have to come back for that? She's gonna get up, trip over one of these frozen rabbit corpses and break her hips. Ah, man can dream. Having a proper gun in this game just wouldn't feel right, Bobsicle. I know some people don't like playing Interloper because there's no revolver and no rifle. In fact, Andarius, much as he loves this game, and he streamed a fair bit of his floundering around in this game, he likes to add in firearms. Doesn't feel right to me, but what do I know? The revolver's just too much fun. I don't play the Long Dark to have fun. Play it to have satisfaction and stress. I want these sticks, but it makes no sense. We're about to do some climbing. And I don't think they're going to add the travois in story mode. Maybe they will. Even though we don't have Von Dougal's tools where you can tie a travois to a rope and ring it down. Oh, Von Dougal's just such an amazing mod for this game. Despite this game being so horrible to mod. One of the most amazing thing about this game is the wind direction, right? Now we have to be on this side to stop the wind from giving us all the cold effect. We're just slightly underweight. Gonna enjoy another soda. And then I'm completely full. I guess I'll take the dog food and get going.
That rope was older than it looked.
Damn you, old lady. Am I still well fed at least? Yeah, good. Well fed is amazing. Get it and never lose it. There's an argument for starving yourself at the very start of a run, and maybe it's a good thing to do, but well fed, meaning that you can carry around more stuff with you, is just so good. And it's not like keeping yourself fed is all that difficult most of the time. Especially when you have a hacksaw. A hacksaw is the enabler of eating well in this game, because suddenly you can carve meat off of corpses, even frozen corpses, very quickly. So if you poach your deer, especially fresh deer off of a wolf, you're set for food. How much of this you played before? Of the story mode, I think I got to the end of chapter 2, but I don't remember it. Hail, friend.
So, we meet again.
This what you do? Hang around campfires and share wisdom?
These are confusing times. Let me see if I can help you make sense of them. I am an old man. I've seen many things. Some would say too many. I've seen this happen before. We've sinned. Now we're paying the price.
Are you talking about religion?
Not religion. Redemption.
Is this about the lights in the sky?
The lights in the sky are a reckoning. The wonder of humanity and all its creations laid bare. Her warnings went unheeded.
Whose warnings?
Mother Nature's. The signs were there for those willing to see them. This has all happened before. Soon we'll all be tested. We'll have to choose how far we'll go to survive.
What do you mean this has happened before?
Big change is coming. Are you ready to face it?
I'm no hero. I'm just looking for someone. Doing my best to survive in the meantime.
The end of Milton's story is a sad one. Too many people lost after already too much suffering. You chose to take mercy. To save a life that probably didn't deserve to be saved.
You mean the convict? How'd you know about that?
Whispers in the wind.
That bastard deserved to die, all right. But it's not for me to pass judgment on that.
Let's hope you hold on to your merciful ways, and the new world doesn't just grind you to dust.
Look, my friend is out there. I'm gonna find her, and then we're gonna get out of here. The power's gonna come back. We'll get the roads back open, Milton will recover. Everything will go back to being the way it's supposed to be.
How do you know this isn't how things are supposed to be?
Good luck, old man. Enjoy your apocalypse.
You keep your luck, stranger. I have a feeling you're going to need it.
So I'm not big on my religious texts. What's the significance of the name Methuselah? Is he telling me he's a Jew? Probably. I should drink his coffee right in front of him. I'll warm it up first. Gonna eat his food as well. He's really, really old. You know what? The coffee is probably not a bad idea just to have some more of it, actually. Coffee is an incredibly powerful item to have in this game, so let's make ourselves another batch. Good coffee. And actually, I'm not even hungry enough to eat his cooked rabbit, but I'll take it. One of the things they added in the expansion was a thermos to help keep your stuff warm for longer. But it's a really horrible item. The UI for using it's really scuttery. It doesn't store things particularly well. I don't think you can store different types of things in it. It's unpleasant to use. But then Von Dougals, with his galactic brain, he sorted that out. One of the big things was you couldn't drink from the thermos. You had to menu things out and in again. Oh, it was horrible. But yeah, Von Dukes came and sorted things out. Are we light enough for this? Yep, and I just drank my coffee, so up we go. That said, this is going to be a bit difficult with how tired I am still. Look at my fatigue bar in the bottom left. It's plummeting like a rock. Ooh. Climbing rope isn't easy. Climbing vertical rope, I still don't know how to do that. When I did Tough Viking,
Find a place to rest.
which is like a Swedish version of Tough Mudder. Is there another term for that? I think the Americans have their own version of that, although I don't know what it's called. Anyway, one of the things you had to do was climb rope, and I just couldn't. I had no idea how to do that. And whenever you couldn't do one of the challenges, you had to do a punishment. And the punishment was usually get down and do burpees or push-ups or something like that. So I got down and I did my push-ups. I was much better at the strength-related stuff in that challenge. Picking up some jerry cans and running around, or putting the strongman ball on the barrel. Good times. Jing's shepherd is ready to drop dead, and it's only midday. Ah, there we go, we got the actual answer. Improved Spoon says that Methuselah was the grandfather of Noah, who died 1 year before the flood, living to about 900 years or so. Okay. Does anybody take these stories seriously? It sounds like a load of baloney. Food is not exactly a concern, which is a shame because I would like to ravage this already ravaged deer carcass, but there's really no point right now. What a beautiful game. Truly goes to show that fidelity is temporary, but style is forever. On that note, I can't believe they're remaking Frostpunk. Why? I mean, I'm going to be impressed if the remake of Frostpunk is actually good, but I still wonder why. Other than the obvious, cynical, shareholder-related reasons. I said I wasn't struggling on food, but cattails are special because cattails never go bad. They're also sublimely, calorifically dense. Yeah, mod support is a pretty good reason for me to want Frostpunk. But they touted mod support for Frostpunk 2 and nobody used it because it was one of the worst mod support I've ever seen in a game. Actually, I think it was the worst mod support I've ever seen in a game. You claim the game has modding potential, but you have to go and get a special Frost kit from Epic Games Store. They couldn't integrate it into Steam Workshop or standalone for whatever reason. And there's not really much support at all. You're basically programming your own mods. It was horrific. They had a mod competition with cash prizes, and I think they got... It was 9 or 19 entries. It was not a lot of people engaging with that. Painful stuff. But also not my problem. Hey Jake, with all the time you spend playing games... Oh boy, that is a lot of time. Oh, games that you play wherein there is a disaster, like a plane crash. Do you feel that if it actually happened to you, would you be better than the average person at surviving? I'd probably be considerably worse than the average person at surviving. A lot of common sense doesn't go through my head, and my self-preservation instincts wouldn't be there. But on the other hand, I'm extremely lucky. So I have a feeling that things would just work out for me one way or another. But no, I wouldn't say that the video games I've played would stand me in a better stead than the average person. I think my psychopathic nature would stand me in better stead than the average person. Right, coal for me. Coal is amazing. It's plus 20 degrees on any fire you chuck it on. It's a bit heavy, but a few chunks will get you out of a bad spell. I'd find that I wouldn't be able to carry 200 sticks, and I'd just be undone. But no, I have not learned survival skills that would be handy. For example, I can't hunt. I don't know where to begin hunting animals. I also can't fish. I've never actually been fishing. I've had plenty of archery training, but if I don't have my bow, then I'm out of luck. I couldn't fashion myself a bow out of animal guts and a twig like Shepherd here. I've never been mushroom gathering, so I wouldn't be able to tell edible from inedible mushrooms. A good chance I could kill myself on foraged foods. So no, I don't think I am particularly well kitted out for survival situations. Fishing is easy. You push the button when the bob goes under. Of course. Right, where does this connect to again? This connects to a place I almost killed myself in a blizzard. But I'm not interested in killing myself right now. I'm interested in getting a good night's sleep. So let's drink one of the 2,000 grape sodas we found. And sleep.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
You'll wake up again. Wait a second, I didn't even check the temperature. I'm sure we're fine. Yeah, Mystery Lake, that's it. The easiest zone in the game. Salty crackers keep forever. Is there not something better I could be eating right now? Ah, of course. Gamey rabbit meat will make you thirsty, so when you have maximum
I
thirst,
need to find something to drink.
take all the things that would make you thirsty. Such a good survival game. It's the middle of the night. Do I really want to head out there? Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm not much of a soda drinker. On a very, very rare occasion, like Christmas time, I'll enjoy some Dr. Pepper, but... Oh. Now, hang on, I'm more than a little curious about the voice cast here. Logistics, code, art, animation. It's time for episode 2 when we continue this next time. Like I say, 5 sessions, 5 episodes. We're going to enjoy the Long Dark. If you thought the plot was hokey there, it gets considerably worse before it gets any better. And it might not get any better. I'll continue this on tomorrow. He checks his schedule. Yeah, tomorrow. We'll do another episode then. And I'll have some Caesar 3 on Saturday before the weekly one-shot on Sunday. But until I'm back with those streams, it is a cheers and a cheerio.